From the Iceline Arena in Westchester, Pennsylvania, welcome to continuing coverage of the USA Hockey Youth Nationals. This is the girls' Tier 2 14U 2A championship game featuring the Arizona Kachinas and the North Shore Vipers. Hi, everybody. My name is Tom Wilms. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. Arizona, how did they get here? Thursday, 2-1 shootout win over Seattle. Friday, 3-2 shootout win over the East Coast Wizards. Saturday, a 3-1 win over the Mid-Fairfield Stars. In the quarterfinals, a 4-1 win over the Massachusetts Spitfires. And then in the semis, another shootout victory, this time by a 3-2 margin over the Seattle Snow King. For North Shore, they came in, started off really slow with an 0-2 record over the first two games. 3-0 loss to the Wizards, 2-1 shootout loss to the Mid-Fairfield Stars before defeating Seattle 3-0 on Saturday. In the quarterfinal, it was a 4-1 win over Honeybaked, and then in last night's semifinal, a 2-1 win over the East Coast Wizards. We'll take a quick break, let you listen along to the anthem, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we're live from the Iceline Arena in Westchester, about to get started with the Tier 2 14U 2A championship game between the Arizona Kachinas and the North Shore Vipers. The North Shore Vipers, they are an experienced program at this level, winning the title back in 2018 and 19, while Arizona, this would be their first national championship. First of two games on this rink is coming up later at 11:30. We'll have the 19U championship. As we're just about ready to get going, in goal for Arizona will be number 31, Aaron Judge. A 1.58 goals against average and a 947 save percentage. And just waiting to see who will move between the pipes for the North Shore Vipers. As Arizona in the white will be going left to right. And North Shore in the red will be going right to left. As in goal for the Vipers, number 29, Lydia Barnes. A 0.44 goals against and a 980 save percentage. Full complement of officials, by the way, for this championship game. 2 referees and 2 on the lines. And again, getting here early, which is a great advantage that I have. Able to see both teams arrive and all smiles. Not a lot in the way of pressure. I saw a couple of North Shore Viper players who probably haven't seen their families in a little while, greeting their parents before this game as we are underway here in Westchester. Kachinas trying to move their way in. Knocked up ahead by Gillis, but cleared out towards the neutral zone. And moving up here is Catherine Glantz. Glantz steps up her pace on the outside. Glantz towards the corner, back behind the cage. Met there, tries to spin to the forehand, but slowed down by Kenna Gillis. But pressure stays. Throw around in front, but it's cleared away. And controlled here by Kira Shin. Shin moving in 2-on-2. Pass up ahead, a little bit too strong for Isabella Welch. She'll peel off for the change. 15:22 to go in the first period. Around the near side it comes as Arizona puts on the pressure. Backhanded along here by Mia Tamburo. Tried to get the return pass, but knocked away from her by Catherine Glantz. At the point, Slaney throws it towards the front of the cage, but eventually turned away and skitters out to the neutral zone. Dumped in, but it's going to be offside. Again, automatic offside at the 14U level. With the 15:01 left to go here in the first period. Talking off air with folks, again, what an advantage that North Shore may or may not have, being an East Coast team as compared to Arizona, who are 2 to 3 hours behind us. As moving in here is Julia Lambert, trying to move her way out in front, but slowed down there. Lambert takes it again, shot comes in, that kicks around towards the corner, as right there in front was Jane Martin. Kachina's trying to break out, but off the leg of Irwin, kept alive by the Vipers, bounced out in front, turned around by Brooklyn Higgins, rather that is Kelsey Olsen, and she'll go back behind the cage. Olsen, up the far side, here for Mia Tamburo. Long clear up ahead, but eludes everybody. This will be an icing call against Arizona. And the no-touch icing, but the good news is you can change after an icing at this level. 14:25 left to go in the first period. Keep an eye on Lucy Irwin, leading scorer for this North Shore Viper squad. Mia Tamburo, leading scorer for Arizona. 2 of her 3 goals coming on the power play. This is swung up ahead by Chloe Sullivan. Still trying to dig it up ahead, but slowed down by Maria Payne. 2-on-2 scrum. A little bit of a dump down there as going down on the play is Sullivan. But the Vipers keeping up the pressure. Cayazzo throws out in front, loose, and it's covered up by Judge. First touch of the game by either keeper. Don't think they'll call that a shot on goal. Actually, that was a very generous call. They do give the Vipers a shot on goal. You can hear the chant of "Let's Go Vipers," not only from the fan base, but from the bench to my right. As Gillis tries to spin it out of there for the Arizona Kachinas. Dumped in deep here, though, by Morgan Linsky. Around back behind the cage. Vipers now putting on the pressure. But as we say that, Kenna Gillis comes out with it and throws up the far side for Isabella Welch. Welch with the outlet pass, looking for Green, but knocked away. Good takeaway by Cayazzo. Still ends up deep in the North Shore zone. Turned around with a little bit of pace here on the near side. This is Samantha Toomey. She gets tripped up, nothing called. Moving up the near side, Chloe Sullivan. Toomey follows up, kind of running back her way free. Banked up ahead by Kenna Gillis, but Gould steps and comes up with possession. Trying to throw it up ahead for Glantz, but it squeezes out for Welch. Welch tries to dump in, but only as far as Samantha Toomey. Toomey, deflected by Glantz, now for Gould. Gould shouldered off there by Morris. And taken back by Arizona. This is Julia Slaney. Pass a little bit behind Mia Preston. Taken over, though, by Hausberger. And up the far side. Ooh, pass a little bit behind Glantz, otherwise she was in on a break. Down to 13 minutes left to go in the first period. Still scoreless, only 1 shot registered. It belongs to the North Shore Vipers. Tamburo can't quite clear. Followed up here, though, by Bridget Graybill. To the near side, this is Mia Preston. Preston dumps it in deep. Right side of the line, so icing is waved. Preston tries to continue the forecheck. Rest of her mates are coming off for the change. She's cleared to the line and out as it was deflected away from Sullivan Gillis. Backed up ahead by Farrell and taken over by Shin. Shin trying to move in 2-on-4, just trying to power her way through, but knocked away by Jane Martin. Defensive struggle so far, only 1 shot registered on goal. Here's Gianna Young with a blind backhand pass intended for Catherine Glantz. That doesn't work. Dumped down and racing back here is Higgins. Rather, again, this is Kelsey Olsen, rather. In this font, 4 and 11 look very similar quickly, and that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it as she continues to battle towards the corner. 2-on-2 scrum on the near side corner. 12 minutes left to go in the first period. Nice crowd has come out considering the timing of this game. The shot comes in, stick save by Judge, and she'll hold on. 11:56 left to go in the first period. Kind of a feeling out process. A lot of neutral zone play. And when you get in a championship situation like this, you don't want to make that first mistake. Obviously, you don't want to make the last mistake. But again, you don't want to make that first mistake, find yourself behind the 8 ball, so to speak. Big battle in the dot. Finally nudged out of there by the Vipers. To the corner here is Chloe Sullivan. Pass out in front, but just gets away from Finch. Pass out to the neutral zone, but it's off the backhand of Kenna Gillis. Grabbed here by Chapman up the far side. Can't quite connect to Sullivan. Chapman still trying to dig, but taken out here by Welch. Tries to throw it in deep, but only as far as Gianna Young. Young up the far side boards, turned by Higgins. Banks it right back in. Gianna Young wearing number 12 for this Viper squad. Skitters it out to the neutral zone. Taken over, though, and thrown across by Kelsey Wehmeyer, but intercepted. Nice dangle move in by Merritt Finch. Tries a wrist shot and a stick save by Judge. Near side boards. This is Wehmeyer up ahead through Green to the line, not out. Chapman throws it in. but taken over by Higgins. Higgins finds some daylight on the far side, gains the line, but a good stick check on her, and it's intercepted by Gianna Young. Young working up the far side, but taken back here by Higgins, dumps it right back in, icing wave. 10:58 to go first period, still scoreless. And turned here by Caitlyn Tremblay. Tremblay trying to move in 2-on-2, up for Gould. Can't control it cleanly. Nice spin move by Tremblay. Kicks it near side for Glantz, trying to get it to her blade. Backhand towards the point for Chapman. Chapman tries a wrist shot deflection, and it goes wide. On the doorstep was Shea Gould. Worked around the near side, trying to catch up to it, Mia Preston. Step up, though, by Chapman. Chapman trying to get Dangle free. Gets her hands free. Goes wide. Throws it out in front. Goes all the way through. Back down for Young. Chops it towards the cage, but it's blocked. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Now a race for the puck. Mia Preston trying to get there against two Vipers, but it's knocked away by Chapman. Now 3-on-2 develops the other way quickly. So here comes Young. Young goes wide. Takes a wrist shot. Saved by Judge. And she'll hold on. 10 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the first period. Again, remains a scoreless championship contest. Shots on goal, 4-0 in favor of the North Shore Vipers. They're starting to tilt the ice in their favor. And this is a Vipers squad that started this tournament off slow, but have been strong moving through the playoff portion. Arizona has been consistent, undefeated so far. This is dumped in deep. Wound around to the far side. Racing over here, Samantha Toomey. Into a triple team, kicked out in front, turnaround look, but Kayla McCormick could not control. And it's cleared to the neutral zone, back in it along by Lucy Irwin. Irwin tries to move in. Slaney gets in her way as they cancel. Worked around the near side boards and kept alive by Morgan Linsky. Kicked out to the top of the slot, tipped on over, shot comes in, that goes wide by Lambert. Fortunate pinball bounce there for the Vipers, but could not get the shot on cage. Back at the point, here comes a drive, and it goes wide by Toomey. Here's Lucy Irwin. Overskating the puck, though, is Payne. Cleared to the line, out to the neutral zone. Racing up here is McCormick, coming in one-on-one. McCormick dangles. Backhand, forehand, off her boot, on cage, covered up by Barnes. And that will stop play. Nice individual effort with 9 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the first period. As they call that the first shot on goal for Arizona. We do remain scoreless, though. Kenna Gillis ready to take the draw for the Kachinas. Well, it's won back by the Vipers. Green trying to chop it up ahead. Gillis trying to get her stick free, but taken out by Cayazzo. Up now for Sullivan. Sullivan slowed down by Green. Throws it in on cage, covered up by Judge. And that will stop play. Unlike the North Shore Vipers, Arizona just carrying one keeper. So Erin Judge has been very busy all week. North Shore has been splitting time between Lydia Barnes between the pipes now and Cecilia Riff. Here's an outlet pass for Green. Trying to move in 1-on-2, but really lost the handle. Then her stick left to try to move in. She battles near side with Merritt Finch, who backhands it along. Taken back at the center line, though, by Welch. Finds some room on the far side. Moving in. Good transition D, though, from Mary Jane Pettis. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Swung along by Chloe Sullivan with 8:30 left to go in the first period. Back behind the cage. A little physical pressure on Olsen as she's wrapped up by Gould. So coming over to help out Marissa Morris. Back behind the cage, a big battle. It's stuck on the back of the net as it hopped up. And play is whistled down with 8:19 to go in the first period. Still waiting for our first goal, but a great game so far. Again, very competitive, as you would expect. Very defensive, though. Here at the point, here's Chapman. Chapman tries to throw it in deep. Morris chases back and pokes it along to the far side corner. Good pressure put on by Glantz. Bounces back behind the cage for Tremblay. Tremblay thrown out in front, deflection, and it goes wide. Shea Gould got a piece of it and just could not get it on cage. Maybe even skipped off the side of the net. On the far side, Young pinching in. Vipers doing a great job of really using their defensemen to keep it alive. As here's a spin move by Gould. Goes back behind the cage, thrown out in front, but it goes to the legs of Tremblay. And taken over by Mia Preston. Preston with the outlet pass. Trying to tip it along was Levesque, but can't do it. Preston wipes out. That allows the dump in by Gould. Around to the near side corner. This is Kelsey Waymeyer. Trying to work up the boards. But I think North Shore is kind of recognizing they dedicated 4 on the near side. Taken here by Martin. Thrown out in front, but it's off the legs of Lambert. Followed up by Martin. Thrown towards the cage, deflected wide off the defense of Kelsey Waymeyer. So she'll try again. Good step up by Irwin. Leaves it aside for Martin. Martin goes wide. Pass out in front. Shot comes in. Doesn't go. Back behind the cage. And around to the near side corner. Preston gets there first, but she overskates it. Great pressure put on by the Vipers. Behind the net, though, is Sullivan Gillis. Gillis banks it up ahead, hops over a stick of Young, and Arizona can finally clear. Taken back at the center line by Chapman. Dumped in deep, but only as far as Waymeyer, and she's able to clear to the center line. Grabbed here by McCormick. Overskates the puck. Tries to catch up with it. Spins it up ahead after the stick check by Chapman. Towards the corner, here's Shin. Back towards the point. Here's Gillis trying to move out in front, but knocked away from her. Good defensive play by Lambert, who takes over. Lambert trying to step up the speed to the outside, but Slaney turns her around. Still able to spin up ahead. Moves in, harassed from behind by McCormick. And McCormick comes up with it. Up the near side boards and out to the neutral zone. Right now it feels like North Shore is going to have all the pressure, and Arizona is going to be forced to counterpunch as an offside is called. 6:18 left to go in the first period. Shots on goal 5-1 in favor of the Vipers. But again, this is a scoreless contest. Draw at the center line. Kenna Gillis against Merritt Finch. Gillis wins it back. Graybill backhands it along. Welch tries to backhand it in deep, but it's intercepted by Toomey. Toomey to the near side. Cayazzo clears to the center line, but Arizona dumps it right back in. Morgan Linsky will try. Heading down towards 6 minutes to go in the first period. Pass up ahead. Ooh, dangerous spot to lose it. Tipped along here by Morris. Morris goes to the corner. Worked around past Green. And controlled here by the Vipers. Out the pass for Finch. Moving in 3-on-3. Steps up her speed to the outside. Good poke check on her, but followed up by Cayazzo. Cayazzo throws out in front. Poke check. It's loose in the slot. And grabbed by Green. Green turned around by Linsky as they cancel. Towards the corner, Sullivan, but taken here by Morris. Morris looking for room on the near side, just angles it out to the neutral zone. Backhanded up ahead on the intercept by Finch. Finch with some daylight in front of her, dumps it in deep, and she'll peel off for the change. 5:23 left to go in the first period, still scoreless. Spin move by Tremblay, but lost it. She ran into a triple team, but then poked away from her. Cleared back towards the line, kept alive by Glantz. Backhanded across towards the slot, poked towards the cage, and it's covered up. Shea Gould, again, just kind of nudged it towards the net, trying to move to her forehand, but could not quite control it. 5:09 left to go in the first period. A 7-1 lead in shots for the North Shore Vipers, but still have not been able to beat Erin Judge. Gould takes the draw against Gillis. One back. Hausberger tries a wrist shot, but a stand-up block by Payne. Hausberger can't keep it alive. Poke to the neutral zone. Trying to move in near side is Shin. Shin to the outside. Turn to the corner, gets to her forehand. Back to the point for Olsen. Olsen cuts to the outside. Tries to chop to the cage, but that's blocked by Glantz. Towards the corner. Trying to turn it here is Gould. Stick lift on her, but still gets it up ahead of the second try for Glantz. Tipped along here by Tremblay. Wrong side of the line, and this will come in on cage, so icing will be waved off. Well, I'm not sure what Erin Judge, maybe she saw a wave off of some kind. It never did make it over the goal line, so again, icing waved. So instead of having the draw all the way to our right, we'll have it all the way to our left in the Arizona zone with 4:40 left to go here in the first period. Martin takes the draw against Kenna Gillis. Tipped up ahead, trying to turn it around here. Lambert dives, pokes it towards the cage, and it's covered up by Judge after it was deflected on by the defense of Kelsey Waymeyer. Draw to the right of Judge. 947 save percentage. That's going up thanks to all this pressure. This comes in on cage. This will be covered up as Lambert was right there on the doorstep. Shots piling up here for North Shore as the puck is down and taken over by Waymeyer. They'll try to use the far side. Banks it up the boards. Trying to tip it along with Payne. Rather, that was Green, but can't clear out. Throws it towards the cage, but it is covered up. The diving attempt to keep it alive by Lambert. And another cover up there by Judge. 4:12 left to go in the first period. Face-off will be to the left of Judge this time. Well, the right side isn't working. Well, I'm going to try the left as far as clearouts is concerned. Right now, Arizona trying to use the boards, but North Shore has that snuffed out. This is dumped all the way down, but not going to make it for icing. Young on the back check. She gets tripped up on the play. Tamburo trying to come up with it. Goes to the side of the net. Trying to spin out in front is Preston, but taken over by Chapman. Back towards the line. Kept alive there. Dumped in deep. And this is what Arizona needs to do here. Even if they don't get shots on goal, keep it deep if you can. But North Shore is doing such a great job with this breakout. So no chances. Here comes Lambert. Trying to dangle her way through. She's hipped away. Good legal push there. And yes, no checking, but certainly doesn't mean no pushing. It's a non-collision sport. It's a contact sport, though. Here's a shot that's deflected wide. Down the far side. And caught up to by the Kachinas. And they'll clear it to the center line. Turned back here by Linsky. Linsky up ahead. Hit a bit of a weird bounce below us. And chipped in deep by Preston. This will go all the way down. An icing call against Arizona. 3:13 left to go in the first period. Still scoreless, and just looking at the benches. Both are still up on their feet. North Shore a little bit more in the way of rested. Again, easier to play offense than defense. Right now, chasing the game are the Arizona Kachinas. Here's a cover up again by Judge. And a lot of keepers would move that with a lot of pressure on, keep the play going, but in her case, it's kind of smart. Get the draw, win the draw, and see if you can get a clean clear out. That's been a bit of an issue, though, as the faceoff has been controlled by the North Shore Vipers. But here come the Kachinas, but turned around here. And this will be another offside call. 3:02 left to go in the first period. Finch against Sullivan Gillis. The puck is down, kicks to the near side boards, and controlled here by Arizona. Kelsey Olsen up ahead for Gillis. Trying to work the far side for Shin. Lost control, poked away from her by Toomey. And right now, Arizona not incredibly sharp in connecting passes. And certainly helped by the pressure of the North Shore Vipers. Trying to move in Gillis. Swept away, not to the neutral zone by Linsky. Turned here by Ashlyn Farrell, going back to her own zone. Kind of a reset. Looking for an angle up ahead for McCormick, but a good step up by the Vipers, forcing it back down for Olsen again. Olsen looking for the angle pass, squeezes its way free, tipped along, but Welch can't get through. And it's now a lot of neutral zone play, so that's improvement for the Arizona Kachinas, who again have been stuck in their own zone for a ton. Moving right back in though is Glantz, drops it off for Tremblay, goes to the outside, takes a shot into the chest of Judge, and she'll hold on. 2:09 left to go here in the first period. Still scoreless. Puck down, back to the point for Hausberger. Hausberger wrists it in deep. Behind the cage. And unable to find it, though, was Waymeyer. Stick lift behind the net by Kenneth Gillis. 3 below the goal line for the Vipers, as they are desperate to grab the puck once again. But worked up ahead by Higgins. Tries to one-hand it along, partially blocked. Then gets some help from Annabelle Green. Green clears to the neutral zone. Now moving up is Welch. Welch followed up by Green. Penalty coming up. It's going to be against North Shore. So one little rush is all it took to draw the first power play of the game. And Arizona should get a good opportunity here to get something going. As into the box for the Vipers goes Shea Gould. Penalties at this level, 1:30. 1:42 to go in the first period. As the puck is down and one back for Slaney. Slaney near side point. Chops it up ahead, but it's intercepted. And it's cleared to the neutral zone. Slaney takes it back. And Tremblay pressures in spite of being shorthanded. Forces Julia Slaney deep. 1:13 to go in the power play. Up ahead for Kenna Gillis. Gillis trying to move it to the far side. Throws it towards the cage and a stick save by Barnes. Pettis up ahead, but Olsen is able to pinch in. Backhanded towards the line. Kept alive by Slaney. Slaney waits, backhands it in deep, but now here's Pettis once again. Throws it at the official in the corner. Taken over by Gillis. Gillis throws that in front. Swung on and missed by Tamburo. 1 minute left to go in the first period. 47 seconds remaining in the Arizona power play. Here's Slaney right up the middle, trying to get through her teammate Tamburo, and does. Cuts wide, gets free, gets an angle, takes a shot deflected wide. Gianna Young got her stick in the shooting lane just in time. 30 seconds to go in the power play for Arizona. Kept alive by Olsen. Payne trying to kick it along. Still working up ahead. Stick check by Irwin. They continue to battle to the corner with 20 seconds to go in the power play. About a 10-second difference between the clocks. Behind the net, this is Welch. Welch, thought about throwing out in front, but slowed down, and then she trips up Young, and there goes the power play. So Arizona able to get one shot on the advantage, but we'll play 4-on-4 with 21.2 seconds to go here in the first period. 9 seconds of 4-on-4. As into the box for Arizona goes Isabella Welch for $1.30. It'll be Merritt Finch taking on Kira Shin. Puck is down, kicks it on the near side, work back towards the point, and it rolls to the line, but not out, then finally skated out here by Green, who overskates through the bench slush. Followed up, though, by Shin. Shin goes wide. As the power play begins for North Shore, shot comes in and a save by Barnes, and she holds on. Just 8.1 seconds to go in the first period. 1:17 remaining in the Viper power play, their first of the game. Face off to the right of Barnes. Again, Arizona, the team shorthanded. Keeping it deep, though, is Shin. And right now, if you're the Vipers, maybe one last rush, but with only 2 seconds left, they throw it down on a deflection, and that'll do it for the first period. We'll take a break and come back with second period action in just a few moments. You're watching the USA Hockey National Championship game here on Hockey TV. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from the Iceline Arena in West Chester, Pennsylvania, about to get started with second period action. Scoreless game here at the 14U 2A National Championship game, and we're back underway. The North Shore Vipers lead in shots 12-3, and they're on the power play to start off this second period. Tom Wilms here again. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. As it's taken over here by the North Shore Vipers, side of the cage. Shot comes in, save, rebound loose towards the crease, kicked away by the defense. Looks like it's covered up, but by who? If it's covered up by a defense, it's going to be a penalty shot. It's waved off as far as a goal is concerned. But it looks like the keeper may have been able to cover. I think the North Shore bench wants an explanation, but they're not going to get it. 14:39 to go in the second period. 49 seconds remaining in the power play with the Vipers. Back of the point, here's Toomey. Toomey banks it in deep. Turned around, Sullivan goes back behind the cage. Sullivan thrown out in front, but it swung on and missed. Backhanded along here by Young. Towards the corner, though, this is Graybill trying to swing it around. Fanned on it, then turns to her backhand. Now into a double team. Still fights her way free. Back to the line and out to the neutral zone by Mia Tamburo. So it's chased back here by Morgan Linsky. 23 seconds to go in the North Shore power play. Up now for Tremblay. Knocked away from her by Tamburo. Tremblay will work back behind her own cage. Banked up ahead here for Cayazzo. Backhand pass ahead. Turns into a 2-on-2 for the Vipers with 10 seconds to go in their power play. Moving in Tremblay. Goes wide. Chops it towards the cage. Stick save and covered up by Judge. And that will stop play. 14:55 to go second period. And 5 seconds remaining in the Viper power play. Shea Gould ready to take the draw against Sullivan Gillis. One to the near side boards. Back to the point for Pettish. Pettish works it across the far side. Chasing over his Hausberger as the power play expires. Keeps it alive after an attempted dump out by Gillis. So 3 shots on the power play for North Shore, but again unsuccessful. As it's worked back towards the near side. Pettish off the boards. Steps up, wanted the shot, then takes the wrister, but it's blocked off of Gillis. And the Vipers keeping up the pressure in spite of it being 5-on-5. Dumped up ahead here by Glantz. Towards the corner. Trying to spin through here is Tremblay. And it's cleared down by Arizona in desperation. And that'll be an icing call. Again, the good news for those who are NHL fans, and even at the NCAA collegiate levels, you can change on an icing at this level. Can't do it up there. So when you're in a desperate mode, especially in the second period when you have that long change, you take the clear out. You just take the icing if you're gassed. Puck is down, controlled by the Vipers. Wound around the far side. Olsen chases. Up ahead. And here's Green. Green looks for the angle pass. Way too strong. As Welch couldn't find it. Another icing call against the Katinas. Plenty of national championship action all the way around, not only here, but throughout the country. As we'll keep you updated as to what's going on here at the Tier 2 Girls National Championships. This is dumped down. Icing is potential, but it's not going to make it. That's the advantage or disadvantage of the no cuts between periods. You got to really start muscling it down to get it an icing call. This comes on cage and a kick save. Rebound goes wide of the cage. First real test for Barnes. I think it was going wide anyway, but still flashed out the pad. Now the Katinas putting on a little pressure. It's just Annabelle Green to the corner. She gets hipped away by Linsky. Turned around here by Gillis. Gillis trying to throw it in front, but she's muscled away. Comes out in front once again. Shot comes in. That's blocked by Chapman. It's a great opportunity there by Welch, but here come the Vipers the other way for a possible 3-on-2. To the far side, here comes Lambert off the boards. Lambert skids to a stop. Looks to the point. Nothing there. Is able to keep. Tries a wrist shot and a stick save by Judge. 13:10 to go, second period. Shot opportunities becoming more and more qualities. Here's the shot from the point. Deflection also off the outside of the post. Don't think it would have counted. It would have been a high stick, I think. But since they didn't blow play down, maybe not. Here's another try, and that goes wide, this time by Finch. To the near side, here's Welch. Banked up the boards, kept in by Chapman. Dumped in deep and around. Racing over here is Olsen. Tries to pitchfork it away. Intercepted. Wraparound try. Doesn't quite work for Finch. Comes to the near side. Back to the point. Toomey tries the wrist shot. Blocked out in front. Loose in the slot. Back in try. Save. Rebound swallowed up by Judge. And she'll hold on. Great pressure put on by the North Shore Vipers. But Erin Judge standing tall. She's made 17 saves. We've got 12:36 left to go in the second period. Finch takes the draw for North Shore. Back to the point, though, for Toomey. Toomey chops it towards the cage. Deflection goes just wide. Grabbed here by Waymires. It goes back to the near side. Banks it up the boards. Swept up ahead by Tamburo. Racing back, though, is Morgan Linsky. She's being chased by Mia Preston. Up the far side. Tip to the line, not out. Morris trying to get it to Preston, but that's blocked and cleared to the neutral zone. Trying to pick it out of the official is Waymire. Tipped up ahead by Morris, but this is an offside call against the Katinas. And play is stopped with 12:09 to go in the second period. Update from over on Rink 1. And the 14U 1A championship game. The Philadelphia Little Flyers in the second period lead the Canton Blades by a score of 2-0. Dumped in deep here by Mia Preston. He's trying to get it deep. Turned around, though, by Hausberger. Then the captain, Slaney, will throw it across the near side. Not a lot in the way of consistent pressure by Arizona. It's dumped along by Pettish and grabbed by Bridget Waybill. To the line, not out. Kept in by Hausberger. Then pitchforked away and cleared. And let's see if it has enough to make it for icing. It will be just shy, it looks like. Last second as Pettis gets knocked down, but up ahead now for Glantz. Glantz with the angle pass, looking for Tremblay. Turned around here by Payne. Mary Jane Pettis will try the near side this time. Dangerously up the middle, actually, is now coming up with it is Gillis for Arizona. Poke check by Pettis, tries to rectify her mistake. Backhanded along by Tremblay. And work to the line, not out. Arizona desperate to keep it in the zone to try to tire out this club as here comes Sullivan Gillis, forced to her back in. Back to the point, shot comes in, as blocked down. Heavy shot by Julia Slaney that just couldn't get through all that traffic. Shea Gould just throws it to space. Into the zone, diving to keep it alive is Tremblay, but back to grab is Julia Slaney. Under 11 minutes to go in the second period of a still scoreless game. Outlet pass now from McCormick. Throws it across, is deflected by Irwin. Chapman throws it up ahead. Taken over here by Graybill. Graybill trying to pirouette away from Irwin. Banks it behind the cage, off the front of the net. Throws it towards the cage. Save, rebound loose. And it's cleared towards the line. Oh, big giveaway there by Arizona, but they survive it as here comes Payne. Dumps it in deep and comes off for the change. Again, the attempted dump around was a bit of a weird angle as it hit the backboard, the side of the net, and out in front. But again, Aaron Judge has been shot. It's Lucy Irwin covered in snow trying to move her way through, but Slaney cuts her off as she winds it around the near side. Young has to back off. Green overskates, then backhands it along, but it's intercepted. It's worked here by Lambert, trying to muscle through Green. Lambert still has it, looks for an outlet, nothing there. Gets away from Welch. Good work there. As here's Gianna Young at the point. Chops it towards the cage. Deflection, save, rebound loose in front. Goes to the side of the cage. Big pile up and skated away by Gillis. 9:50 to go in the second period. Kept alive again by the Vipers. Martin trying to go deep. Olsen clears to the line though and taken over by Welch. Welch runs to the front. Gets knocked down by Sullivan but still finds a way to dump it in deep. Here's Violet Chapman. Farrell coming back for it. Trying to kick it along is Caiazzo. But dumped in deep again. Good pressure put on here by Arizona. Marissa Morris to the outside. She squeezed to her forehand. Still battling back behind the cage. Swept towards the front of the net, but then knocked away. Racing over Olsen. Olsen towards the front of the net. Deflection, and it goes wide, this time by Tamburo. Julia Lambert will go the other way with the Vipers. 2-on-2 possibility. Gain the line. Wristed towards the cage. A pad save by Judge. 9 minutes left to go. Here in the second period. Outlet pass does not connect to Preston. Taken over, though, by Linsky. Morgan Linsky. Around the cage she goes. Throws it up the boards. Intercept by Payne. Backhands it in deep. Chasing back, though, Toomey. Toomey under pressure from McCormick. Toomey to the outside. Can't clear as it's blocked down by Shin. Tries to throw it across. That's McCormick. But she's slowed down. There's just not a lot of room inside that North Shore zone. They do a great job of converging and keeping up all those lanes. And this is passed across towards the slot. Chasing it down here is McCormick. McCormick trying to throw it in front. That's blocked. Goes to the corner for Payne. She can't clear it. Back towards the point for Olsen. Olsen backhands it along. Couple of deflections and it goes wide. Racing over here, though, is Linsky. And this is able to be cleared as it rode the shelf. And it's not going to make it for icing. So the chase in here by Tremblay. She gets tripped up, nothing there. Around the near side boards with 8 minutes to go in the second period. Backhanded ahead, cleared to the neutral zone. Now Arizona getting their first real pressure of this game, but still not able to get much of the way of shots on goal. It's here, moving into the far side is Gould. Nice play for Tremblay. Backhands it along towards the cage. He scores! Shea Gould cleans up the rebound out in front for her second of the tournament. 7:46 to go in the second, and it's 1-0 North Shore. On shot number 20 for the Vipers, they finally break through and take the lead just over the halfway mark of the game. Just took a little bit of a rebound as here comes Green trying to respond for the Kachina. Shot comes in and a stick save by Barnes. Here's Welch. Gillis tries to knock it to the corner. Welch back behind the cage. Welch looks out in front, backhands it through the crease. Through the near side, Vipers trying to clear. Higgins pinches in. Shot blocked. Gillis tries to help out. Kicked along back behind the net, but taken over by Hausberger. Hausberger leaves it aside to the near side boards, and it's bounced out towards the neutral zone where it's knifed down by Irwin. Irwin with the outlet pass, but off the stick of Lambert. 7:10 left to go, second period. Possible 2-on-2 here for Arizona. They move in with Payne. Shot comes in, a stick save. Rather, that was Green with the shot, the save by Barnes. Vipers moving out the other way, a partial change for Arizona. But it's intercepted by Higgins. She'll dance her way to the outside. Gains the line, moves into the zone. Higgins on her backhand, gets free, gets to the forehand, takes a shot and a save by Barnes. Best opportunity of the game for the Arizona Cachinas and Brooklyn Higgins. Lydia Barnes with 6:47 to go in the second. It stays 1-0 in favor of North Shore. The official account of the goal, Shea Gould from Caitlyn Tremblay. As it's worked towards the corner, and ironically enough, Arizona started to put on their own pressure, and that was kind of a counter. So let's see if Arizona can keep up the pressure and get themselves on the board. As this game, again, has been dominated. Possession, shot-wise, by the North Shore Vipers. As North Shore breaks out, here's Merritt Finch with an outlet pass for Chloe Sullivan. She's harassed from behind. Backhand's back. Shot comes in. That's blocked away. Good poke check in the last second. Finch jumps around the far side, chasing over Slaney. Slaney, long outlet pass for Tamburo. Overskates the puck, then finds it and tries to backhand it, but it's intercepted by Chapman. She banks it off the glass to the neutral zone. Slaney had Graybill across it, so throws it up ahead, looking for Preston. Taken back, though, by Finch. She'll throw it along. Again, on this second period ice, it's not going to make it for icing. Under 6 minutes to go in the second period. 1-0 Vipers. They take over in the neutral zone. Thrown to space. To the near side. Tipped along by Tremblay. Racing in here is Gould. Gould, sharp angle. Thrown out in front and it's deflected wide. Gould to the corner. Met there by Morris. Poked along, though, by Slaney. Slaney with the outlet. Eludes everybody. Toomey at the center line. She'll wrist it in deep. 5:30 to go in the second. Around it goes. Chasing here is Slaney. Works up the far side boards for Preston. Preston gets it across now for Morris. Morris with the outlet for Payne. Payne moving in but surrounded by Vipers. Moving into the near side. Overskates the puck. Good poke check from behind as well. Still trying to find a way to chip it out in front. But it's turned around here for Glantz to take. Off of McCormick. Followed up by Gould. Gains the line and dumps it along. Heading down towards 5 minutes to go in the second. 1-0 in favor of the North Shore Vipers. Up the near side board. Kept alive by Irwin. Taken back though by Slaney. Intercepted and worked out to the neutral zone off of Payne. Dumped right back in, though, by Linsky. Again, with the 1-0 lead, the Vipers starting to recognize that Arizona's pushing a little bit more for possession. So they're, I wouldn't say settling, but they're making sure they at least get it in deep and get some relief. Outlet pass is off the skate of Irwin. That's going to go close to all the way down, not make it, wouldn't be icing anyway. Well, they weaved it off pretty late. Here's Olsen behind the cage. Harassed from behind. Backhanded along. Pinballs to the near side. Trying to nudge it up ahead. Here's Martin. Swept out to the neutral zone. Cleared here for Hausberger, who's being chased by Welch. Backhands it ahead to the near side. Work back up ahead. Hausberger tries the far side for Lambert. Cuts to her forehand, lost it. Taken over by Gillis. Stick check. And she'll skide into the zone against Pettish. Pettish will race over. And what do we have here? It looks like we might have too many on the ice. Or at least an illegal change. Let's take a look. It's going to be too many on the ice for North Shore, and Arizona will go to the power play. Great timing for this power play for the Cachinas. They just gave up the goal. They just started to put up their own momentum. They're 0 for 1 with one shot. We'll see what they can do to try to get back into this championship game. We come to you from the Iceland Arena in West Chester, Pennsylvania. This is the USA Hockey Tier 2 14U 2A National Championship game. My name is Tom Wilms, and I thank you so much for joining us this morning. And this is Kenna Gillis to take the draw for the Cachinas. One back to the point for Slaney. Slaney throws it towards the cage and it goes wide. It's right there on the doorstep was Welch looking for the deflection. Grabbed here by Glantz and she will clear. This will go all the way down and icing will be called. Remember, at this level, you cannot ice the puck when shorthanded. Well, you can. You'll just be guilty of icing. So the draw will come all the way back as North Shore has made a change in goal, by the way. Cecilia Riff is now between the pipes. Not sure when they made that change, to be honest with you. It might have been the start of the period. Cecilia Riff coming in with a .904 save percentage and a .277 goals against average. Back in towards the cage, a pad save by Riff, and she'll hold on. You wouldn't think that you change goalies in a national championship game. But at this level, a lot of teams, no matter what, they split the keepers. You certainly have to respect that, considering what is on the line for these kids. Power play here for the Kachinas. Wrist shot comes in off the glove save. Rebound, and it's covered up by Riff. And she'll hold on. 3:37 to go in the second. 1 minute remaining in the Kachina power play. Kenna Gillis ready to take the draw for Arizona. Really pushing for the tying goal. Back to the point. One-timer is deflected but wide as Welch just got a piece of it. Pinch in by Olsen. Behind the cage. This is Welch looking out in front. All the way back to the point, but too strong for Slaney. And a lot of muscle on that pass. Again, they wanted to get it to her quickly. She was wide open with a chance to potentially step up and take a heavy shot. Instead, she'll have to regroup in her own zone. As Olsen tips it along. Slaney fights through a check, throws it up ahead, but it's intercepted. And Chapman up the far side boards for Glantz, and she'll dump it down. 25 seconds to go in the power play for Arizona. Under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Heavy forecheck from Glantz. Glantz cuts off and gets possession. Glantz with it, just backhands behind the cage to kill some precious seconds. Olsen behind the net. Up the far side for Kenna Gillis. Gillis with the angle pass. And, a bit of a push there by Welch. She gets run into by Linsky. And a penalty coming up. It's going to be against Arizona. Isabella Welch will head to the box on the trip. So there goes the power play. Second power play that Arizona has been cut short thanks to a penalty. 2 shots on that advantage. We're going to play some 4-on-4 for the next just 3 seconds before North Shore goes on the power play. Martin takes the draw here against Shin. Puck is down, controlled by the Kachinas, cleared to the line, not out. Kept alive by Toomey, tries a wrist shot in the pad, saved by Judge as the power play begins. Cleared to the neutral zone, knocked around the near side. Turned back ahead by Lucy Irwin, here for Lambert. Harassed from behind by Shin, gets the wrist shot off, but it's blocked. And ends up behind the cage. She got dumped in the process. Thrown out in front, but it's cleared back towards the point. Toomey to the outside, banks it around. 1:08 left to go in the power play for the Vipers. They lead 1-0. Down to 2:10 to go in the second period. Backhand along to the corner. Looks back out in front. Shot comes in. Save! Good challenge by Judge, and she'll hold on. Great opportunity for Julia Lambert as she recognized that as well. But again, Judge did not make any mistakes. Recognizing, again, she was pretty much free from the hash marks in. So why not come out and challenge, thinking that she's going to shoot right away? Maybe next time she dekes. 57 seconds to go in the power play for North Shore. They control the puck. Lambert trying to connect to Irwin. Knocked to the near side boards. Irwin slowed down by Tim Burrow, but taken back here by Lambert. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Comes out in front, takes a shot, and it goes just wide. Little shocked she was able to move in that close and that prime scoring location. As unable to keep it alive is Toomey. And an offside call against the Vipers. 36 seconds to go in the North Shore power play. 1:44 remaining in the second period. A 1-0 lead for the North Shore Vipers on a goal by Shea Gould. Puck is down to the near side. Kicked along by Fitch. Fitch keeps it and moves in. Gets to her forehand. Takes a shot off the mask of Judge. And she will hold on. 1:37 left to go in the second. 28 seconds remaining in the North Shore power play. Merritt Finch against Kenna Gillis. Puck down and controlled by Arizona as Olsen clears to the line. Pettish keeps it alive and tipped off the blade of Sullivan to the neutral zone. 20 seconds to go in the power play. They try to get it deep, but it's intercepted by Graybill and throws it up ahead where it's intercepted by Pettish to the outside. 12 seconds to go in the power play. 80 seconds to go in the period. To the near side, Sullivan breaking in 2-on-3. Sullivan settles, fires, and a glove save by Judd, and she'll hold on. Looked like it might have been going wide, but Erin Judge was not taking any chances there. 1:13 to go in the second period. 4 seconds remaining in the Viper power play, which turns into about 8. That'll be about how long it takes for Arizona to get somebody inside the zone. Gould tries to win it forward, ends up in the corner. Graybill winds it around, and there goes the power play for North Shore. They picked up 2 shots on that power play. And we're back to full and even strength, and we're down to 1 minute left to go here in the second period. Up the far side, here's Glantz right back into the zone for the Vipers. Glantz towards the corner. Slowed down by Olsen. Olsen got the worst of that little collision. And taken here by Glantz again. Olsen still digging. Thrown out in front. Turned here by Gillis. Banked up the boards. Pinch in by Hausberger. Doesn't work. It's poked out to the neutral zone. But getting held up was McCormick. 36 seconds to go in the period. Backhanded ahead by Tremblay. Chased behind the cage by Olsen. Olsen trying to work up the far side here for McCormick. Outlets here for Tamburo. 25 seconds to go in the period. Here comes Arizona the other way. Tamburo still moving in. And she'll backhand it in deep. 18 seconds left to go in the period. Chapman up the near side boards looking for Irwin. Pinch in by Graybill towards the corner. Racing over here, Morris throws it up the side of the cage. Young grabs it for the Vipers. Goes right up the middle. And a last rush here for the Vipers with 5 seconds to go in the period. They need to move in and shoot. Shot comes in by Gould and it's deflected high. Followed up by Irwin, but it's poked away from her. And that'll do it for the second period. 2 periods are in the books here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. A 1-0 lead for the North Shore Vipers. We will take a break and come back with third period action. In just a few minutes, it does look like we will be cutting the ice. So we'll have an intermission. Again, 1-0 lead for the North Shore Vipers as you're watching the USA Hockey National Tournament here on Hockey TV. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we are live from the Iceline Arena in West Chester, Pennsylvania, about to get started with third period action as the North Shore Vipers lead the Arizona Kachinas by a score of 1-0. A raucous atmosphere here at the Iceline Arena. This is the 14U 2A National Championship. I'm Tom Wilms. Thank you so much for joining us as we are underway here in the third. Love the idea that they cut the ice between the second and the third. They don't always do that at regular season games. So you want your best hockey at the end of the game. Looks like we're going to get it. Shots on goal at the end of the second period. North Shore had 10, two-period total of 22. Arizona with 4, two-period total of 7. They were able to step up some of their pace and put on some pressure, but as they did that, North Shore picked up the lone goal of the game off the stick of Shea Gould. That's the difference right now. They're underway. Arizona is in the white. North Shore is in the red. Big battle right below us and taken over by the Vipers. Here's Lambert trying to move in. Dangles her way free. Moves in with a shot and a pad save. Rebound is covered up by Judge, and that will stop play. 15:06 to go in the third period. Controlled here by the Vipers. But as the period moves along, imagine they are going to really push to get out of the zone quicker and cleaner and put on more pressure. Here's Preston into the zone offside. She lost it and then chopped up ahead by Morris. With 14:53 left to go here in the third period. Puck is down, taken to the near side. And controlled by Arizona. Knocked up ahead, but not strong enough. As Irwin tries to dump it along here. Dumped in by Julia Lambert. Comes off the backboard, almost out in front. So Judge has done a wonderful job of not taking any chances. Well, doesn't take any chances. She has made 22 saves on the game. This could be a very different scoreline if not for Erin Judge. Merritt Finch takes the draw. Wins it back, pitch in by Linsky. Tries to throw it towards the front of the cage, but it bounces away, and here comes Olsen the other way. Rather, the outlet pass by Shin, but can't control. Unable to control, is McCormick. Tipped along though by Shin. Shin trying to move into the outside. On the backhand behind the cage. Goes all the way around towards the point for Higgins. Higgins tries a wrist shot, deflected out in front, but it's knocked to the corner. Taken by Sullivan Gillis. Back to the point for Higgins again. Kicks to the stick, has some trouble with it. Tries to backhand it along. Gets some help from Gillis. Now over now for Shin. Shin to her backhand. Trying to move through. Forced to the corner. Looks to throw it out in front, but that block is getting in the way as Linsky. It skitters towards the line. Kept alive. Thrown out in front. Shot comes in by Shin, but his block gets it right back. Another try and a pad save by Riff. Arizona starting to put on a little bit more pressure as they're collapsing towards the puck. They'll go back behind here for Toomey to take, though. Toomey steps up her pace. Good speed for Samantha Toomey. Gains the line, lost the handle, poke check by Green, taken over by Olsen. Green was calling for it, but it's been dumped to the far side where it's taken by Gillis. Gillis gains the line, pass across behind Green. Serves a pretty good dump in as trying to keep it alive as Welch. Tries to kick it along, good physical battle, 2-on-2 on the near side. Backhanded away by Green, but taken over by the Vipers. Moving in near side is the goal scorer Gould. Gould gets free, moves in on a break, takes a shot, save! And it's loose, but the referee loses sight. There was a little bit of 5-hole room there between the legs of Erin Judge. As Gould, again, found another gear, got it in front, turned into a break, tried to go 5-hole, but missed it. Gould takes the draw here against Morris. Puck is down and worked back towards the corner. Kelsey Olsen. Back behind the net. Clear to the line. Pettish keeps it alive. Dumps it in deep. Racing back here is Ashlyn Farrell. She gets cut off on the play by Gould. Throws it across. Shot comes in. That goes wide by Glantz. Turned here by Morris. Nice outlet pass. Tamburo up ahead. Here's Preston. Preston 1-on-3. Surrounded by Vipers. Taken away by Hausberger. She moves up 2-on-2. Victoria Hausberger gets to her forehand. Goes wide. Tries to spin it out in front, but fortunately for Arizona, nobody there. Skated away by Gillis, but the outlet pass is too strong for Tamburo. 12:35 to go in the third. Still 1-0 North Shore. Up the far side here is Julia Lambert. Lambert across the near side for Martin. Martin breaks in, cuts to the forehand, takes a shot, and it goes wide. Pinch in by Irwin. We're back behind the cage. Martin throws out in front. Unable to get a shot off was Lambert. It was in her skates and just couldn't find it. Kept in by Young. She'll try a shot and it's blocked. Towards the slot, it's loose. And now skated away by Shin. Kiara Shin. Nice move towards the middle. Cuts back to the outside. She's tripped and draws the penalty. Great angle moves there from Kiara Shin. And the Kachinas will go on the power play for the third time. Into the box for North Shores, Lucy Irwin. That's a big loss. She is the leading scorer on this team. Arizona so far 0 for 2 on the power play with 3 shots. Back at the point. Shot comes in deflection. It goes just wide. Welch knocks it down but missed the post. Olsen to the corner. All the way around she goes. Throws it towards the net. Deflection. Scores! Power play goal for the Kachinas. And with 11:50 to go in the third, we're tied at 1. Kelsey Olsen just threw it towards the net. It hit a defender's boot and right through the legs of Cecilia Riff. A lesson for all the kids watching. Throw it towards the net. Sometimes things happen. Brand new game with 11:48 to go. Cleared to the neutral zone. Taken over here by Toomey. Toomey up ahead to the near side. Trying to break in, though, is Cayazzo. Goes to the corner. Backhands out in front, but it's blocked off of Slaney. Goes back behind the cage. They still have it. Chip towards the front of the net. But unable to move in was Linsky. Knocked away from her by Morris. Breaking out the other way is Tamburo. Outlet pass for Preston. By herself. Trying to make a move. She'll just swing it in deep and around. Racing over for the Vipers. Here's Toomey. Toomey intercepted by Gillis. She goes to the outside. Has Welch out in front, but can't control the puck cleanly, so she just keeps. Throws it back for Olsen. Olsen settles, takes the wrist shot, blocker save. Big stop there by Riff. 11 minutes to go in regulation. Green with the pinch in. Chop through her. Gillis tries to move through. Knocked away by Linsky. Fouled it up by Sullivan. Sullivan gains the line, tries to dump it in, and rolls it in deep. Back here's Julia Slaney. Slaney speeds to the outside, backhands, spins away. This is Lambert moving in, drags, lost control. Beautiful toe drag move, but just could not keep as Pettis tries it from the point. The shot and a stick save by Judge. Lambert to the corners, the Vipers put on some pressure. Lambert goes behind the net, quick pass out in front in the return, but Lambert gets tripped up, nothing called. There was also an option for Irwin in the slot. This is bounced out to the neutral zone, and let's see if it makes it all the way down for an icing. It's going to go on cage. So Arizona gets the change. Pettis moves up for the Vipers. Outlet pass off of Irwin. Taken back and cleared to Higgins. Taken over, all across down McCormick. Moving in one-on-one, but lost the handle. Followed up to the line and out. Gillis tries to keep it alive, can't do it, but she tips it in offside, and that'll stop play. 10:02 left to go here in the third period. Kelsey Olsen from Brooklyn Higgins. The tying goal for the Arizona Kachinas. As now the Vipers control 2-on-2. Breaking in is Shea Gould. Gould trying to get to the slot as the defender goes down. Shot comes in, the blocker saved by Young. Towards the corner now. Thrown back behind the cage by Glantz. Thrown out in front again, but Gould can't control. Now she tries it, but cleared away by Arizona. McCormick. Outlet pass, collected well. Moving in Shin. She goes wide, takes a wrist shot, saved by Riff. And she holds on. 9:36 to go in the third period. By the way, update over on Rink 1 in the 1A championship game in the third period. Philadelphia Little Flyers 2, Canton Blades nothing. But right here, we're tied up at 1 in the 2A national championship game. It's cleared to the neutral zone by Sullivan. And on the fresh ice, this is going to go all the way down for an icing call against the Vipers. And tons of action all day long. Heading into the afternoon, the final day of the national championships all around the country. Congratulations to everyone who has made it this far. As it's taken over by Young to the line. Not out. Farrell keeps it alive. Unable to turn, though, is Preston. She chases in the neutral zone. Knocked off of Caiazzo. The Flyers, that's a third period score. Puck is down, one back towards the point. But it's intercepted by Sullivan to clear to the neutral zone. Poked along by Caiazzo. trying to fight her way free and does. Moving in wide. Backhand towards the front of the cage, but it goes behind the net. Good work by Olsen to go to the far side. Welch, nice backhand pass here for Green. Green has speed on the near side. Green to the forehand, takes a shot and it goes wide. Now to the corner. Behind here is Welch. Looking for Green. Welch goes through everybody to the near side corner. Welch tries to swing it out in front off the side of the net. Still loose. Poke to the cage. It's a loose. It's a scramble. And it is covered up by Rev. That's not a bad play for Arizona. Get it out in front. Throw some bodies at the cage. Maybe you get a bounce. But in this case, it stays tied up at 1 with 5:46 left to go in regulation. Do understand that we may have had some technical difficulties. We do apologize for that. And it's one-handed ahead and taken over here by Lucy Irwin. Irwin moving in on the near side. Irwin trying to cut through. Tripped up. Penalty coming up. Back in. Try goes through the crease. Delayed penalty coming up against Arizona. They'll pull the keeper for the extra attacker, but the Kachinas touch up. And North Shore will go to the power play. Third power play of the game for the Vipers. They are 0 for 2 with 5 shots. And a glorious opportunity here to regain the lead. Face-off is to the right of Erin Judge. Looks like a timeout will be called. We'll take the break as well. Back in a moment here on Hockey TV. Timeout over. Power play about to begin for the North Shore Vipers. We're tied up at 1. We come to you from Iceline Arena towards the front of the cage. It's loose, backhanded away by Tamburo, but it's deflected towards the corner. Chip in here by Irwin. Thrown out in front, but cleared away back towards the point. Kept alive again by Toomey. Over now for Lambert. Third power play of the game. Thrown to the slot. Wrist shot comes in. Save. Rebound loose. And it's covered up by Judge, and that will stop play. 5:09 left to go here in the third period. 1:12 remaining in the Viper power play. We're tied at 1. This is the 14U 2A National Championship game. Puck is down. Irwin steps up, goes to the corner. Irwin throws out in front. Shot and a save. Rebound is covered up by Judge. As streaking through the slot was Julia Lambert, and essentially a diving shot attempt. But again, Judge was able to find it. .106 to go in the power play. Back towards the point. Here's Toomey with the wrist shot that goes wide. To the near side board. Chasing is Olsen. Desperate to clear. Can't do it. Tamburo trying to help. Worked out though by Lambert. Lambert nudged from behind by Tamburo. Fights through that. Tamburo kicks it to the neutral zone. Great defensive work by the Kachinas. Now moving right back in is Linsky. She gets free. Linsky drops it off. Tamburo overskates. Taken to the outside. Martin with a backhand try, and it goes wide of the cage. Now on the far side board. Some room here for Kenna Gillis. Moving out short-handed. Gillis throws it towards the net, but it's blocked. Tries to follow it up. Still trying to dig in free. But it's kicked away to the near side, and Irwin runs into traffic at Annabelle Green. Gillis, far side for Graybill. Graybill tips up ahead for Green. Pokes it into the zone, but then she's nudged away by Linsky. Still trying to power it through. Then she trips up to me. Nothing called. Backhanded to the near side. Here's Olsen. Olsen Bounces into the zone. Again, this is all power play time for North Shore, but they can't get any possession. With 4 minutes left to go in the third period, the power play ends for the Vipers. They are now 0 for 3. 2 more shots on the power play, a total of 7 on their 3 advantages. But we stay tied up at 1. 3:45 to go in the third. Vipers putting on pressure for a possible 2-on-1. Here comes Shea Gould moving in with Glantz. Across for Glantz, pokes it wide. Just out of her reach. And could not get a quality shot off. To the near side boards, here's McCormick. Rolls to the neutral zone. Back to grab, though, is Gould. Times her way back into the zone. Wrapped up by Gillis. Gillis stays with her. The skid by Gould. Drops it off for Glantz. Back behind the net. Glantz shoved to the boards by Olsen. Olsen throws it right back off her body to try to clear, but it's blocked. Good poke check there by McCormick. And Arizona is able to clear all the way down for an icing call with 3:09 to go here in the third period. Everyone take a deep breath. Great action here at the Iceline Arena between the Arizona Kachinas and the North Shore Vipers, in spite of the disparity in shots, which is at 30-12 in favor of North Shore. Back at the point, Chapman tries a snap shot, but it's blocked. And it's tipped wide of the cage by Judge. Round the far side, taken over here, trying to move out, unable to do so is Welch. Gets her stick lifted. Shot comes in from Young. Glove down and covered up by Judge, and she will hold on. 2:53 left to go in the third. We stay tied at 1. Draw will be to the left of Judge. Every draw that much more magnified as we move later and later in this game. Great pressure put on by North Shore. Pinch in by Young to keep it alive. Tamburo trips her down, nothing called. Goes back behind the cage. Referee's letting him play. Here's Julia Slaney. Slaney to the outside, slowed down by Sullivan. Banks it up the boards, kept alive, but followed up here by the Kachinas and Brooklyn Higgins. Higgins catches up to it, gains the line, tries to muscle through. Knocked away from her, though, by Chapman. Clear to the center line, taken back by Slaney. Finds room, cuts to the forehand. Slaney inside the zone, gets to her backhand, takes a shot, glove save, rebound, cleared away by Martin. 2:15 to go in regulation. Back to the point, Higgins with a wrist shot, deflection, and it goes wide. Pressure now put on by the Kachinas. Preston lost it. As here's Lambert the other way. Lambert trying to get through a hook and able to do so. Good step up by McCormick. Gets the return pass. Moves in 2-on-2 into the zone. McCormick goes to the forehand. Pass out in front, but unable to control it. As moving through there was Shin. Taken back the other way. Here come the Vipers. This is Martin. Martin trying to cut to the forehand. Cut off. It rolls towards the cage. As she skids into the keeper. Puck back behind the cage with 90 seconds left to go in regulation. Pressure by the Vipers again. Tap to the corner. Swung around here by Gillis, but fanned out. Serves a good pass. Cleared out and taken over here by Isabella Welch. Coming in 1-on-3. Welch knocked down on the play as Toomey goes down awkwardly. Cleared towards center ice. Taken back by Olsen. 1:15 left to go. Olsen trying to go wide. Knocked away by Glantz. Far side, though, Welch. She gets knocked down. Taken over by Olsen. Tries to square it across. Poked away and trying to move up with it on the pass. Here's Glantz. Glantz on the forehand. Moves in. Takes a shot. A save by Judge. And she holds on. 57.8 seconds to go in the third period. It's still tied at 1. North Shore pushing for the winner. Arizona has been counterpunching. It's cleared out to the neutral zone. Far side, here's Toomey. Lifts it right back in, but Graybill is there for the Kachinas. Graybill around Slaney. Waiting for it, Green. Chips it out here for Gillis. Kenna Gillis clears to the neutral zone. Rolls into the Viper zone, but right back out. No, it's not back out. But now turned around by Linsky with 35 seconds to go. Far side, here's Graybill. Graybill up the middle. And fresh off the bench to grab, here is Mary Jane Pettish. She did not gain the line. It's dumped down, and icing is waved off. Taken over here by Slaney. 18 seconds left to go. Bouncing puck all the way down it goes, and this is an icing call with 14 seconds left to go here in the third period. Again, we will go right into an overtime if we cannot get a winner in the next 14 seconds. Fitch takes the draw against Kenna Gillis. Puck is down to the near side. And cleared out for a possible breakout with 9 seconds left to go. Oh, Pettis can't get through. We're doing a 2-on-1. Wristed up ahead all the way down, wide of the goal. And icing was waved off. And that will do it for regulation. We're going to overtime. This is right in the wheelhouse of the Arizona Kachinas. They've already played 3 shootout games. So they will be well prepared for this overtime as the North Shore Vipers and Arizona Kachinas are tied up at 1. We'll take a break and come back as we try to find a winner in this national championship game here on Hockey TV. There's only one thing that's better than playoff hockey. It's overtime in playoff hockey. We're tied up at 1. This is the 14U Tier 2 2A National Championship game. We're tied up at 1, and we're back underway. We will switch sides, so it's long change. Arizona in the white, North Shore in the red. It is a full complement of players out there, a full overtime period. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. You've been treated to a good one. As the Vipers control in their own zone. Good pressure put on by Green, but spun away from her and taken over by Hausberger. Outlet pass for Tremblay, then connects here to Chloe Sullivan. Rather, that is Kathleen Glantz. Glantz towards the corner. Met there and worked away by Slaney. They try to work up the far side boards. Nice move here, though, by Chapman. Can't quite get it out in front with possession. It's backhanded away by Welch. 15 minutes and 15 seconds to go in overtime. Still tied up at 1. Green with the stick lift, goes back to the point. Wrist shot comes in, glove save by Judge, and she holds. Shots on goal at the end of regulation for Arizona in the third. They had 6, regulation total of 13. North Shore with 10 third period shots, regulation total of 32. Goal scorers. For North Shore in the second, it was Shea Gould. For Arizona in the third, it was Kelsey Olsen. Back towards the point. Drive comes in, stick save, rebound gathered up by Judge. Another 2 shots put up by the North Shore Vipers. But the bottom line is the goal column. All it takes is 1 to win a national championship. For North Shore, it would be their third. For Arizona, it would be their first as McCormick clears it down, but it does not look like it's going to make it for icing. Back to grab here is Young. Under pressure from Tamburo. Morris stepped up as well as it squeezes out to the neutral zone. Now possible odd man rush. And is unable to control, though. On the near side was Irwin. Down a little to the far side here for Lambert. Nobody rushing up, though, for the Vipers. Taken by Olsen. Olsen on the forehand. Into the body of Shin, but can't control it cleanly. McCormick. Across now for Gillis. She's nudged away, and what do we have? It's offside. 14:25 left to go in overtime. Puck is down and worked up the far side. Caiazzo. Sullivan tries to backhand it along. Worked up the near side. Tipped along the near side for Higgins to take. Up now for Shin. Shin moves in, takes a wrist shot and it's blocked. Oh, hits the knee of Gillis. Rather, the knee of Toomey. She's feeling it. And she gets nudged at the side of the cage. She's back into the play, though. And cleared to the line, not out. Chopper comes in towards the net and it bounces wide. Thrown out in front, off the side of the cage. It's covered up by Riff, and she will hold on. 13:57 left to go in regulation. Kenna Gillis will take the draw for Arizona. One back by Gould to the corner. Gould comes up with it. Up the boards, looking for Tremblay. Quick outlet pass, eludes everybody. And here's Waymeyer. Waymeyer across, intercepted by Tremblay. Tremblay trying to find room. Puck in her skates, knocked away by Green. Followed up, though, by Lambert. Up the near side, taken over by Higgins. Higgins trying to get free and does. Higgins moves in for Arizona. Goes wide, tries the shot, and it goes wide of the cage. Now the other way comes Lambert with the outlet pass here for Glantz. Glantz looking up ahead for Gould. Gould then eventually comes up with it. She moves in to her forehand. Couldn't quite get free. It's cleared to the neutral zone. Mary Jane Pettis, she has a goal in this tournament. She dangles free into the zone. Drops off for Tremblay. Tremblay moves up. She'll try the wrist shot to save. Rebound kicks towards the corner. Another try off the side of the net by Gould, and it's covered up by Judge. 13:08 left to go in overtime. Once in a while, you got to take a deep breath, and we just did. Great action downstairs. These kids are putting it all out there for a national title. No matter how it shakes out, both teams should be very proud. Here's Gianna Young, intended for Martin. Martin trying to swing it up ahead, taken by Irwin. Irwin throws it across. Lambert, the shot, bouncing puck, save, and holding on is Judge. Didn't quite collect it cleanly, but still got the shot off, and at very least gets a deep face-off with 12:48 left to go in overtime. Puck is down, stuck in the dot. Nice shot that goes wide by Irwin. She stepped up from the near side and wing and just missed the far side post. Cleared to the neutral zone. This is Gianna Young. Young bounces to the near side. Up for Irwin. Taken away, though, by Graybill. Graybill around the far side. Good pinch in, and now take away by Lambert. Lambert throws it across. Top of the slot. Still loose. And cleared to the neutral zone on the spin move by Marissa Morris. Lila Chapman. Julia Lambert trying to work through. She gets knocked down the play again. Officials have been letting them play. Tipped in here by Slaney. Chases here against Merritt Finch. Still working her way in. Knocked to the corner by Young. Step up, though, by McCormick as it goes around the near side boards. Turned here by Chapman. Good pressure and shoulder barge there by Shin. Pressure put on. Taken by McCormick. McCormick throws out in front. Paddled away. Knocked away nicely by Riff. Worked back towards the point. Graybill dumps it in deep. Player down for the Vipers. A little slow to get up is Finch. Pressure put on, thrown out in front, but it goes back to the point. Taken here by Slaney. Slaney chips it towards the front of the cage. A bouncer through the slot as McCormick got her stick lifted. Shin turns and fires it out in front, but that's blocked all the way through. Grabbed here by Lambert. Pass up the middle. Slaney takes over. Slaney to the center line, and it will go in for an offside call. 11 minutes, 19 seconds left to go in overtime. Face off at the center dot. Shea Gould against Kenna Gillis. Goes to the far side, racing over Glantz. Glantz gains the line, can't get it deep. Olsen across, caught up to by Welch. Welch moves in on her backhand side. Tries to shield the puck, goes back behind the cage. Still has it to the forehand. Muscles, back towards the point. Shot comes in, and that goes wide by Olsen. Tremblay skates it up for a possible 3-on-2 with the Vipers. Nudges it up ahead for Glantz. Glance to the outside. Glance tries to throw it across, but it's blocked by Olsen. Gets it right back. Backhands over looking for Tremblay, but it's deflected there by Gillis. Goes back behind the net. Taking over Gould. Thrown out in front. The shot comes in. And a save by Judge. Rebound. Loose out in front, but they can't control. Green tries to move the other way. Poked along by Linsky. Green still trying to work through, and it's cleared to the neutral zone. 10:30 to go in overtime. Banked ahead, but only as far as Farrell, who clears. Up the near side, taken by Gillis. Kenna Gillis with some room. Trying to drag her way out in front. Tries the backhander, but missed it. And cleared the other way. Olsen. Across now for Tamburo. McCormick can't move in. Taken away here by Gould. Gould stepping up 2-on-3. Good back check by Morris. Turned by Tamburo. Up ahead, McCormick. She's slowed down at the line. Back to grab, here's Tremblay. Popped up from McCormick to take for Arizona. Stick lift by Martin. She turns it the other way. Harassed from behind by two Kachinas. Knocked down on the play, nothing called. Now we go the other way for Olsen for a possible odd man rush. Olsen moving in. Drops it off for Morris. Morris forced to the outside by Linsky. Morris behind the cage, but met there Sullivan. Sullivan up the near side boards, pinching Tamburo. Just wants to keep it deep. Coming over here is McCormick. No angle, and lost the puck. This is Toomey with 9:30 to go in overtime. Kept in by Arizona, but then cleared all the way down by Linsky, and this will be an icing call. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in overtime. Don't quote me on this, but I do believe that if we are tied at the end of this overtime, we would go to a shootout to decide it. As the puck is down and one back towards the point. Wrist shot comes in loose, but Shin can't find it. Trying to throw out in front here, Shin. But it's blocked away. Goes around the far side, and here is Lambert. Lambert intercepted, though, by Slaney. Across now for Shin. 3-on-3 into the zone come the Kachinas. Shin pass all the way across, but it can't connect to anybody in white. As getting stick lifted is Lambert. Rolls out, though, for Irwin. 2-on-2 for the Vipers. Irwin trying to settle the puck to the outside. Throws out in front, but it's blocked. Still ends up in the slot area. Worked across the far side, and now the Vipers will try to keep up some pressure. Chip back to the point for Hausberger. That's blocked, and we go the other way. Mia Preston 2-on-1 with Shin. Preston gathers the puck, moves in, takes a shot, and it's blocked, and comes in on cage, and it's swallowed up by Rev. It was blocked by the defense, but not cleanly, as it went up in the air and almost went over Riffin in, but flashed up the glove just in time. And a timeout called by Arizona. So both teams have called their timeout. We'll take it as well with 8:38 left to go in overtime here on Hockey TV. .38 left to go in overtime. We remain tied at 1 here in the 14U 2A National Championship game. Congratulations to the 1A champions, the Philadelphia Little Flyers, as they defeated the Canton Blades to take the title, trying to decide for the 2A championship here. Tom Williams here from the Iceland Arena. Thank you so much for joining us as the puck is down and worked back behind the cage. Great pressure put on, though, by Arizona. They're trailing in shots 37-16, but very much in this game. Back at the point, Slaney. Shot comes in deflection, and it goes wide as Morris got a good chunk of it. Around it goes for Glantz. Glantz with the outlet pass for Tremblay. Tremblay trying to split the D. Wrapped up from behind. Works free wide. Tries a sliding backhander, but it's blocked away by Graybill. Turned around here for McCormick. McCormick looking for an outlet. Instead skates it up ahead, then angles it off the hip of Morris and turned back the other ways. Here's Martin with room. Martin with a wrist shot, and it goes wide. 8 minutes left to go in overtime. Chip towards the corner. Martin is there. Trying to kick it back to her stick. Dangles to the top of the circle. Moves in with a wrist shot. Glove save by Judge, and she holds on. Looked like that may have been going high. But at this point, you don't take any chances. Anything within a couple feet of the cage, you'll at least offer at it. Draw will be to the right of Judge. Merritt Finch to take the draw against Sullivan Gillis. 7:52 to go in overtime. Puck down towards the far side half boards. Caught up to by Green, but she can't clear. Good step up by Linsky. Backhand pass across towards the slap, but unable to connect to Sullivan. Pinch in, kept alive here by Toomey. Toomey trying to get to the corner. Throws a shove there on Higgins, who throws it off the glass. Clear to the line, not out. Finch tosses it in deep around the kick plate to the corner. Olsen racing over against Caiazzo. Gets through her now for Green. Green out to the neutral zone. Reaching back for it, Tamburo. Grabbed here though by Gillis. This is Sullivan Gillis. Trying to use her size to get free. Backhanded away. Higgins keeps it alive but throws it off her teammate Gillis. And it goes the other way for a possible 2-on-1. As moving up here on the outside is Caiazzo. Pass up ahead for Finch. Finch trying to get through traffic. Can't do it. Clear to the neutral zone. Here is Toomey. Backhanded ahead by Caiazzo. Moving into the outside, Martin wanted the slapper, but forced back behind the cage. Still in possession, wrap around, try, and it goes through the creases. Right there on the doorstep was Irwin. Under 7 minutes to go in overtime. Stick lift, a nice move up the boards by Lambert. Tries the wrist shot, and it goes just wide. Sullivan on the far side to clear to the neutral zone. Rather, that was Welch. It goes all the way down, and icing is called. 6:41 left to go in overtime. Coaching staff for North Shore basically echoing the movie Miracle and Herb Brooks in that movie. Play your game, keep it going. Martin against Kenna Gillis. Gillis wins it back. Slaney around the far side. Preston peels it up the boards. Angle pass up ahead for Gillis. Gillis able to collect it. Rather, this is McCormick moving in. McCormick one-on-one takes a wrist shot off the glove of Riff, and she covers. So now we'll get a draw to our left in the North Shore zone with 6:20 left to go in regulation. Nerve-wracking stuff. And I'm an impartial observer. Imagine how parents, fans, and these players feel. It's one back and turned around here by Hausberger. Outlet pass is a little bit behind Tremblay. Taken back though and controlled here by Glantz. Glantz gains the line, moves in. Glantz tries to throw it across, deflected, and then gloved down by Gillis. Kenna Gillis the other way, catches up to it. Coming up 2-on-2 with Preston. Gillis goes to the backhand, goes out in front, blocked away, loose in the slot, and skated away here by Glantz. Glantz moves up for a possible 2-on-2. Glantz forced to her backhand side, gets free for a 2-on-1. Glantz is in with a shot, pad save, rebound covered up by Judge. Had some daylight on the far side post, but a beautiful stop by Erin Judge, her 38th save of the game. And this game will keep going. 5:41 to go in overtime. Finch in the draw against Morris. Finch wins it back, but not cleanly. Banked back to the point. Kept alive by Young, who throws it in deep. Brooklyn Higgins chases behind her own cage. Higgins circles it back behind the net now for Kelsey Olsen. Olsen backhands ahead. Shin comes up with it. Nice dangle move through the legs of Young. Moving in 2-on-2. Throws it towards the net and a stick save by Rev. Now going wide here is Morris. Rather, that's Tamburo. Morris comes over to help. The pinch in goes off the leg of Olsen and goes the other way. Pass up ahead, intercepted as it was intended for Finch. Taken back though by Chapman. Chapman tries the near side for Young. Now here's Finch to sweep it in deep. They go all the way around the far side with 5 minutes to go in overtime. Olsen off the boards. Moves to the middle. Back to the outside. Gets through a stick check. Has to chase down the puck. Keeps it alive with help from Morris. Morris trying to get it deep and does. Comes in on cage and steered away by Riv. Around it comes the near side for Welch. Welch can't get free. Back is Higgins. She pinches in. Now for Gillis to throw it in deep. As Arizona puts on the pressure. Back behind the cage. Welch thrown out in front, but unable to find it was Gillis. So here comes Jane Martin, 3-on-2. 4:25 to go in overtime. Martin drops between the legs for Lambert. She skids, fires, and it goes wide. Comes around the near side boards. Pinch in by Toomey. She soccers it into the corner. Intercept, though, by Higgins. She looks for room. Dangerous angle pass, and it rolls out to the neutral zone. Slaney can't control it. Backhanded ahead by Irwin. Trying to get through traffic was Lambert, but knocked away from her. Kicked along by Green. She can't control. Irwin, one hands it across. Connect now to Lambert, but lost it to Higgins. Higgins up the near side boards. Right below us. It's kicked back into the Arizona zone with 3:47 to go in overtime. The captain, Slaney, up ahead. Dummied now for McCormick. Good back check, though, by Tremblay. And now here come the Vipers the other way. But it's a 1-on-2. Cutting wide. Here's Chloe Sullivan. Sharp angle behind the cage. Looks out in front. Nothing there. Comes back to the point. The one-time drive and a save. Rebound is loose. Trumby, the try is blocked. Cleared back to the point. Kept alive Toomey. Toomey deflected out of play off of McCormick. 3:20 left to go in overtime. It'll come all the way back into the Arizona zone to the left of Erin Judge. A 20-shot disparity that does not matter, as here is Toomey at the point. Winds it in deep for Sullivan. Sullivan behind the cage. Sullivan couldn't get it in front as Caiazzo was there. Caiazzo has to chase to the corner. Throws it out in front, goes all the way through, but knocked away by McCormick as that was labeled for Sullivan. Backhand ahead, but a big pileup. Towards the corner now is Finch. Finch squeezes free, low 2-on-1, backhand try, saved by Judge, and she holds on. Ice certainly tilted in the favor of the North Shore Vipers. A desperate change needed here for Arizona. And very late in this game, they've got to be tired. Both teams, legs have to be heavy. And games every day since Thursday, 2 games yesterday. As here's Pettish at the point. Tries a snapper, but it's blocked off a leg. Race for the puck. Stepping up here is Shin. Shin with a stick lift on her, but it's followed up here by Payne. Payne moves in for Shin on cage, and it's covered up. And play is stopped, and a penalty coming up. There was a little late poke towards the keeper by Shin. And retribution from Hausberger. And it does look like Arizona may be heading to the power play. So a huge turn of events here. 2:42 to go in overtime. It'll be power play number 4 for Arizona. They are 0 for 3 with 4 shots. 2:42 to go in regulation. They get $1.30 for the penalty. Olsen tips it back for Slaney. Tries a shot on the draw. Save. Rebound. Losing the side of the net, but unable to tuck it home was Timborough. She goes to the corner. Back to the point. Wrist shot comes in, a bouncer. Loose in the slot. Shot comes in. Save. Rebound, and it's cleared away for Glantz. Big stop by Cecilia Riff. Here's an outlet pass as Tremblay moves in shorthanded. Tries to backhand it in, but taken away by Slaney. 1:09 to go in the power play for Arizona. Here's Slaney streaking her way free. Moves into the zone wide. Slaney tries a shot, and where is it? It's at the side of the net. To the corner it goes. Welch to the point. Gillis tries a wrister. Shot comes in, that goes wide as Tim Burrow helped it along. Turned around here by Welch. 43 seconds to go in the power play for Arizona. 1:50 remaining in overtime. Gillis still digging. This is all kill time for North Shore. Referee telling him to move it. Finally taken out by the Vipers. So here's Jane Martin, a possible 2-on-1 if they hurry. Martin moving in shorthanded. Martin tries a wrist shot and it goes wide. She had Glantz out in front and goes to the corner and chips behind the cage. 90 seconds in overtime. 15 seconds left to go in the power play. So here once again is Isabella Welch. Angle pass across. Slowed down by Irwin. Taken back and dumped along by Olsen, but intercepted by Linsky. 5 seconds in the power play, but now up ahead is Irwin, short-handed, can't get free. To the line, kicked alive by Linsky. The power play is over. Up ahead to the corner for Irwin. Pass out in front, poked away. Turned to the corner by Preston, but can't control. Nice couple of moves, but taken over by Higgins. 1:02 to go in the power play. Higgins moving up, fights through a check, still has it, takes the wrist shot, and that goes wide. In the far side corner with 54 to go. Again, even strength. Here's Merritt Finch. Rolling outlet for Irwin. Irwin moving up 2-on-2. Irwin settles it. Squares it across. Shot comes in deflected wide as Lambert got a heavy shot off. Almost came back out in front. Lambert has it back behind the cage. 37 seconds left to go. Back to the point now, Toomey. Toomey with the wrist shot, a pad save. Rebound goes wide. Back out in front. They try to tuck it loose, but it's cleared away by Preston. Down to the corner, Arizona with the outlet pass for Higgins. Lead in the shift, but she moves up one-on-one. Higgins to the outside. Gets to the forehand. She gets turned around. Penalty coming up. With 16.6 left to go in overtime, Arizona will go to their 5th power play, but will only have, again, 16 seconds to work. That is not a terrible penalty to take. Once you're beaten like that, knowing there's so little time, you've already killed 4 power plays. You got to hope you can kill 16 more seconds to send this game to the shootout. Puck is down. One back to the point for Slaney. Slaney with a wrister, but it's blocked to the corner and out of play. It was deflected off the defense, so the draw will stay in the zone with 11.6 left to go in overtime. Draw will come to the near side. Kenna Gillis wins it back for Slaney. Slaney steps up to the slot, takes a wrist shot off the glove of Riffin wide. 6 seconds left to go. North Shore trying to pin it behind the cage. It's still loose. Olsen trying to get out in front, but it's blocked, and we run out of time. We stay tied up at 1. We'll take a break and see if we can find a winner when we come back. You're watching the USA Hockey National Championships on Hockey TV. Well, here we go. Shootout time. We're tied up at 1. The winner of the shootout, obviously, is national champion. It looks like North Shore will shoot first. Here is Caitlyn Tremblay. Tremblay does not have a goal during this tournament. And if you thought overtime was nerve-wracking, here we go. As Tremblay will take it wide, gets back to her forehand, cuts, fires through the crease. So it'll be Arizona's turn. Kelsey Olsen Olsen has 2 goals in the tournament, including 1 today. With a head of steam, Olsen steps up. Olsen to the forehand, off the post! After 1 round, we're still scoreless. Here comes Catherine Glantz. 2 goals in the tournament. A left-handed shot moves in. Glantz to the backhand, save! We go now to the bottom of the second round. Kenna Gillis, 1 goal in the tournament so far. Another left-handed shot. Moves in wide as she gets over the line. Riff challenges. Wrist shot goes high. 2 rounds in the books, still scoreless. We go to the third round. Jane Martin. 1 goal, no goals in this tournament for the right-handed shot. She'll move it wide, right back to the middle. Backhand, forehand, wrist shot, scores! All the pressure now on Arizona and Julia Slaney. Slaney with 1 goal on the tournament. Right-handed shot, right up the middle. Moves in, backhander, forehander, save! After 3 rounds, it's 1-0 in favor of the Vipers. Mary Jane Pettish will start the 4th. 1 goal in the tournament so far. She moves up. Pettish up the middle. Backhand, forehand, poke check. Good stop there by Aaron Judge. So to the bottom of the 4th we go. Kaylee McCormick trying to tie it up here in the 4th round. McCormick, she has a goal in this tournament. She comes in with some speed. Cuts to the near side. Moves to the circles. Goes to the backhander and it goes high. We go to the 5th round. Julia Lambert. Lambert with a goal can win it. She has 2 goals in the tournament. Lambert moving in. Wrist shot, scores! The North Shore Vipers, national champions. They win the shootout. 2 goals to 1. The Vipers win their 3rd national championship at this level on a gutty performance by both teams. 40 shots through 4 periods was not enough. They needed a 5-round shootout to come up with victory as the Arizona Kachinas battled hard the entire game, improving the entire game. Their best period was overtime, but they lose the shootout 2 goals to 1, and the Vipers celebrate as champions. So from here, what we will do is we'll keep it here for the ceremony. We'll crank up the crowd mic and let you listen along. And we'll come back, or I'll come back after the ceremony, as both teams will line up on the blue lines. And it's one of those games that's tough to see a loser, especially with the performance of Aaron Judge. 38 saves to basically force overtime and the shootout. So we send it downstairs to our public address announcer for the final ceremony.
Congratulations to the Arizona Cochinas. And now I'd like to present the National Champion Award to the North Shore Rifles. Coaches and team captain, please come forward to accept and distribute your awards. Karen Ann, Allen, Michael Martin, Justin Young, and Kerry White.
Right.
USA Hockey National Championships. Thanks for a great season.
Let's go, Jersey!
Well, there you have it. The awards handed out and the trophies as well. The medals and, of course, the, again, national championship decided here at the 14U 2A Tier 2 level. Again, national champions, the North Shore Vipers. They win the game 2-1 in the shootout, winning the shootout 2-1 as well. Shea Gould had the regulation goal for the Vipers. Kelsey Olson with the regulation goal for the Kachinas. Aaron Judge made 39 saves in regulation and overtime. But again, the North Shore Vipers, they come away with the title. Well, that will just about do it for us. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Again, our final score, the North Shore Vipers 2, the Arizona Kachinas 1. The North Shore Vipers, national champions. For all of us here at the Iceline Arena in West Chester, Pennsylvania, this is Tom Wilm saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you real soon.